Hey, ¿qué pasa, mi gente? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Luis Lopez, and today I'm going to walk you through a few picks that I have for you for the Monday night NFL slate. We got two games, not just one, so that's kind of nice. But before we do that, let's go into the review the picks that I gave you from the prior video. We went 4 out of 5, not bad. I hope you mixed and matched, and we were able to cash. These were them: Breece Hall under his rushing yards, Ingram over his receiving yards, Bo Nix over his rushing yards, J. Will over his rushing yards, David Chen under his rushing yards. Unfortunately, he goes over, although he stayed under his rushing and receiving yards. It's a bummer that wasn't the case, meaning that we didn't go with that line instead for this slip. That did not cash, but luckily this cashed. This live bet that I gave you guys today in the post comment area, this cashed. That was nice. I did a second slip, this one right here. That one also cashed. But the big payouts were these, actually. 25x here. On that one, I know a few of you got in there and were able to tell these this slips. And here's the David A. Chain line that he ended up cashing the 100.5 rushing and receiving, staying on the under, so that worked out. 25x here. Here's a 10x as well. Here's another 10x. So just a really good day for me today. This is something that I normally don't share, but I did want to share with you because I had mentioned that I've been doing DFS for quite a while. This is what I mostly do: single entries. Finished third in this one. It's $50 single entry. I think first is like $2,500. It is so difficult to win these tournaments. Today I got lucky. I ended up third. Here's another single entry. I ended up sixth in this one. $750 single entry. Here's another single entry. $33 on this one. 18th out of 2,100 people. So just a really good overall day for me. I also ended up cashing 2 second half plays over on DK. Alright, let's go into the picks that I have for you for this game. This game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are taking on the Lions. The Detroit Lions, are playing at home. This game has a 5.5 point spread, a game total of 53.5. These are two teams that are constantly involved in shootouts. The Buccaneers can't stop anybody over the air, and they're extremely great against running backs. The Lions can't stop anyone anywhere on the ground or over the air. And recently, Baker Mayfield has been killing it. 289, 379, 256. Tough defense here against the 49ers, and basically nobody to throw it to. He still ended up getting 256 yards. I ended up getting a line on him at 240.5 over on Dabble. Everyone else has bumped it already. 242.5, 244, 248. On Dabble, you can find this line at 240.5. That's what I got. I think, look, in this game here that they won by 11 points against a really tough defense, the San Francisco 49ers, still ended up getting 256. Now he gets a game that has a 53.5 game total. This, for those that don't know, it's an extremely high total. It's expected to be a shootout. He only has a 5.5 point spread. Baker Mayfield also gets back Mike Evans, which should keep the game higher scoring and closer. Now, I ended up teaming up Baker Mayfield with Rachaad White in his receiving yards. Rachaad White has a fantastic matchup when it comes down to receiving yards. The Detroit Lions allow the 29th most yards per reception in the entire NFL. And in the last 3 games, he has easily gone on the over 29, 30, and 21. These 3 games, this is with Bucky Irvin. This is without Bucky Irvin. And Rachaad White has really good hands. He's a really good catching running back. Look, in this game here, 29 yards, 5 targets, 5 receptions. In this one, Seahawks, 4 targets, 4 receptions. And in this game against the 49ers, 3 targets, 3 receptions. In this game, they won by 11. This game, they won by 3. This game, they lost by 6. In this game, they're supposed to be trailing. They're supposed to lose this game by 5.5, meaning Lions are favor, meaning that they're expected to be trailing, which in turn, he should get at least 4 to 5 targets just to get us over 21.5 receiving yards. I think Rachaad White can definitely get there. And there's also a nice correlation between him and Baker Mayfield's passing yards. All right, those are the 2 plays that I have for that game. Let me give you a lean from this game. Receiving yards, Jameson Williams, over 47.5 receiving yards. He has an incredible matchup. Look, 79% of his targets are out wide. They rank 28th. 9 out of 15 players have gone on the over. They allow the 28th most yards per reception. They allow the 24 more yards per, 23rd. They rank 23rd when it comes down to receiving yards allowed, and they rank 24th when it comes to yards per reception, and they rank 23rd when it comes to completion allowed. They rank 9th against the wide receiver position, but they rank 28th when it comes down to where Jameson Williams gets his targets, which are out wide. So Jameson Williams over 47.5 receiving yards. I think you might be able to find it. DraftKings has it at 46.5, so for pick 6 for those that play in pick 6. Pinnacle has it at minus 151 to go on the over at 45.5. PricePick has it at 46.5. Good line. Caesar has it already bumped it to 48.5. Still has in favor to go on the over at minus 128. All right. Let me go into the next game. The Texans are taking on the Seahawks. This game has a 3-point spread, 41.5 game total. These are 2 really good defenses that are going up against each other. It's expected to be a low scoring game. The play that I have for you is Nick Chubb under his rushing yards at 38.5 is the line that I got over on Dabble. But it's already been bumped down to 35.5. FanDuel, DraftKings. Yep, everybody has bumped it down already to 35.5. Sleeper has a 37.5. Line on Dabble, 38.5. You can still get it. For him, check this out. 2 out of 9 players have gone on the over only. Travis Etienne, only 27 yards. Rachaad White, 41 yards. Trey Benson, 35 yards. Kamara, only 42 yards. Who's relevant? Warren, only 48 yards. Gainwell, only 20 yards. And his line, that's why his line already has been bumped down to 35.5 from 38.5. We've taken his line as high as 44.5, which is when we took it on the under, and we cashed him. He ended up with 43 against Tampa. Now, what also makes me confident about his under 38.5 is the fact that, based on some of the stuff that's out there, Woody Marks is supposed to gradually start taking over the backfield, taking more touches away from Nick Chubb. So that's also a positive for Nick Chubb to be able to get less rushing attempts and stay under the 38.5 rushing yards for us. So let's review one more time the picks that I have. Passing in the prior game, Tampa against Detroit, Baker Mayfield over 240.5 passing yards. Receiving yards, that will be over to Rachaad White. Over his 21.5 receiving yards. And then Jameson Williams over his 47.5 receiving yards. And over Houston, Seattle, we're just going to go with one pick, which is the Nick Chubb under his 38.5 rushing yards. A lean from here, receiving yards, that would be Cooper Kupp, who has an incredibly difficult matchup. His line at 38.5 is a good line. You can find on Price Picks. You can find it over on DK, and you can also find it on Dabble. You can find it on Sleeper at 40.5. I like this line a lot. On the under, he has a really difficult matchup for tomorrow. So yeah. All right, my friends, that is all I have and all the picks that I have for you. I wish you the best of luck. God bless you. God bless you and your family. Que Dios te bendiga y hasta la próxima. Best of luck.